Mega Man 11, the 30th anniversary game for the franchise. And when it was released, it has been 8 years since the last main Mega Man game, Mega Man 10, 2010. And upon release, it was met with critical success. And we Mega Man fans loved it. So, what did this one do to be one of the best Mega Man games ever made? Well, first things first, the story. Well, it is good. It's nothing that you need to focus on, but here is the quick version. Light and Wily argue about their researches in their youth. Then Wily wakes up realizing it was just a dream, and he's wearing pajamas with skulls. Man, I'm already liking this. Then at the laboratory of Thomas Light, a number of robots arrived for maintenance checkups. And... Oh no, what a surprise.
ここは僕に任せて下がっていてください。
ロック。そう言い切り立つでない。今日はライトに伝えたいことがあって来たのだ。
Okay, since he came only to deliver a message, I think that there should be a problem.
懐かしい研究を思い出してな。大学時代、貴様に握りつぶされたあの装置だ。もう忘れておるだろうがな。大学時代、あの装置。まさか。思い出したか。数十年の時を経て、わしはあの装置を完成させた。ついにあの日の雪辱を果たす時が来たのだ。
ライト博士、大丈夫ですかい？
ちょうどいいところに生きのいい実験体がおるじゃないか。
やいやい、誰が実験体だ。
いかん、みんな逃げるのだ。逃げパンチ、急ぎや。ロボットたち。こっちだ、ライト。いつの間に超家族か。
ちくしょう、話しやがれ。みんなを離すんだ、ドクター・ワイリー。
へへへ、嫌なこった。ようやく世界中がわしの前にひざまずく時が来たのだ。
You lying bastard. Kidnapping is not the same as delivering a message. So Wily kidnapped the robots because, of course, then Light gave Mega Man a prototype of the double gear system to go and stop Wily. Again, I'll leave the rest of the story for those who did not play this game yet. You know, I talked briefly about the plot, which is good, and it works, but in my opinion it's the least important aspect of the game, for obvious reasons. But it gives us an excuse to, you know, have a game, which I'm all for, because this is a good one. Okie dokie dokie dokie. It's time to talk about the controls. If the controls of your platformers are messy, then your experience can be messy too. Not every game that struggles with controls will be a struggle for everyone. I mean, look at Sonic Heroes. It struggled with controls, but it was decent to adjust to. But sometimes it can be, let's say, an unpleasant experience. For me, that was classic Sonic from Sonic Forces. How are the controls? They are fantastic. Mega Man lands to where you expect him to. The jump is so precise, and he controls like dreams. And his movesets are not confusing actually, which are moving, jumping, and sliding. And they all feel great. And man, the buzzes in the game are the best that I have seen in the entire Mega Man franchise. Like my god, they were designed in a way that makes you actually thinking of how to do your next move. And the double gear system make these fights some of the best that I have ever played in any Mega Man game. Boy, there's nothing more satisfying than using the double gear technique to give a boss a final blow. What's the double gear technique, you may be asking? Well, when your energy gauge is about to run off, the double gear technique becomes available. This ability allows you to use the power gear, which is increasing the power of your Megaman Buster, and give you a double charge shot and release a sick full power charge shot, and the speed gear, which makes you faster in the eyes of your enemies but slows time from your own perspective. The double gear technique combine the two to slow time and give you a window to do a full power charge shot as a last resort before you use your ability to use the double gear system for a few seconds, and you can't use the normal charge shot. Well, isn't that something, huh? This is a phenomenal risk versus reward system, and no Mega Man game that I have played gave me this sense of risk while playing. And the best thing is, using the double technique with the full power charge shot and giving a boss that final blow, it is so satisfying. Take a look at this! Tell me that isn't cool. It is so satisfying to pull this off, because these guys can give you a hard time. Well, at least if you're on the superhero difficulty. The mid-boss are fantastic, and they can give you a run for your money. And they require you to think about your next action. And they are just entertaining. Look at this guy! He's attacking and acting tough the entire fight, but when I beat him, this happens. You can't try to show me your kawaii anime eyes and expect me to feel sorry for you. That's not how it works! Mega Man 11 has a shop, and you earn bolts to use for building parts for Mega Man. And this tells you to beat the enemies to be stronger, because a lot of the stuff that are in here will be needed for you if you want to beat the game, especially if you're on the superhero mode. And it can make your playthrough less agonizing, let's say. But while purchasing stuff, you might hear a lot of this. Okie dokie, time to talk about the best part. The level design. The levels length are great, and the amount of platforming and combat is distinctive. Because a lot of times, using a special weapon and the double gear system will make your advance in the levels way more efficient. Did you hear what I just said? The game incentivizes you to use your weapons and the double gear system, and the gimmicks actually are refreshing this game the more that you go. And the robots of the enemies are some of the best that I have seen in any Mega Man game. Why? Because every one of them is different in the way they attack, and a lot of them require a particular way to beat. And in some instances, their placement tell you to use your special weapons to beat them up. And the special weapons, they are the best that I have seen in any Mega Man game that I have played so far. And I played the entire X series, Mega Man 11 and 1 and the Zero games, and by far this one has the best. Their trajectories, their power, their effects, and the way they look visually. Speaking of visuals, look at this game. My god, this game is pretty. Look at the enemies and the backgrounds. And most importantly here, the art style. Let me say this. What is the tone of this classic Mega Man game? A tone that is balancing comedy and seriousness, and the design of Mega Man is cute, but serious at the same time, which is perfectly fitting for this guy's characterization. Finally, the soundtrack. It is good. Not amazing like X4 or X5, but really, really good. Mega Man 11 is the best designed Mega Man game that I have played until now. Every aspect shines and was crafted with care. The visuals, the shop, the customization, the level design, the enemies and bosses. All of these things were created with passion and care. And this kind of passion I've seen in Sonic Mania, and that should tell you something. All of these things create what is one of my top 3 Mega Man games of all time. It's not my absolute favorite, but it's definitely the best designed. What's my favorite? I'll get to that some other time. Well, if you'll excuse me, I need to...
Crash Bandicoot. At last, I, the great Neocortex, have you right where I want you. And now, the final blow!
Hush, simpleton.
Yeah, that.